All right, guys. In this note set, we're going to talk about pedigrees. I want you just to attach this to the last set that you had, so um, you don't even have to start a new date or anything. Just add that and upload. So this is a pedigree. A pedigree is a family tree, a genetic family tree, and it is used to track or trace traits within a family. So hopefully by the end, if I get back to this picture, you understand it a lot better. All right. So the symbols that we use on a pedigree, circle is female, square is male, shaded means that they're affected, a line through it means that they're deceased. If you have the pretty much the two kids coming from that one line, then they're twins. If you have this, oh jeez. If you have, sorry, if you have the parentheses around the kid, then that means that they are adopted. Um, so a line joining a circle and a square in this way shows marriage, and this line coming down, this vertical line shows the line of descent, and then this line that's written like this shows siblings, right? So the kids of a marriage. The Roman numerals on the side, those are your generation number. If something is half shaded, then that means that they're a carrier. Carriers are not always half shaded. Sometimes they're not shaded at all because shaded means you're affected. All right. So genetic disorders are diseases or conditions that have a genetic basis. When looking at pedigrees, you need to determine if it is autosomal or sex-linked, or if it's dominant or recessive. So it could be any combination of that. It could be autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, sex-linked dominant, sex-linked recessive. All right. So determining inheritance patterns using pedigrees. So if a disease is autosomal, it will appear about equally in males and females, right? Because it's on one of those 22 chromosomes that are not any different in males and females. If a disease is sex linked, then it will appear more in males than females. And if a disease is recessive, then it's possible for both parents to be normal but have a child that, excuse me, fix that typo, that has a disease. If a disease is dominant, then at least one of the parents will have the disease. So let's look at what that looks like on a pedigree. So in this autosomal dominant pedigree, you can see that there is an affected person in every generation. In this autosomal recessive pedigree, the big clue here is, hey, this kid is affected, but neither of his parents are. All right, same thing here. Here's an affected kid, but neither of the parents are. All right, so that tells you. All right, I'm gonna erase this. So in a sex-linked pedigree, what you find is that you will have more affected males than females, and we'll talk about why. All right. Um, Especially if it's an X-linked. I think we talked about that earlier when we talked about types of inheritance, non-Mendelian inheritance. Males only have one X, right, and a Y. Females have two X's. So if you have a disorder that is recessive, then a male will show that disorder even when they just have one defective gene. A female, however, can be a carrier. All right. So in this, you notice right away that we have 6 affected males, but only one affected female. And that is a big hint that this must be a sex-linked disorder. All right. So we're going to do a little practice and we'll do these in class. If you want to take a look at them now and try to answer them, then that's great. Um, all right. So here's another one. find out if it's autosomal or sex-linked, and find out if it is dominant or recessive, and tell me what it is. Here is another one. All right, so I'm going to leave them there for you to try on your own, and we'll do them together in class. All right, I think that is the last one. All right, I will see you guys in class. Make sure you take a picture of your notes and upload them.